What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is some Overwatch 2 gameplay. Because honestly, I've been having a bit of fun, getting a little unique and different gameplay, at least in the first-person shooter type aspect of Overwatch 2, where you get all the different characters to play, which I think like literally every single character is almost like a different game itself when you're playing it. So that's fun. And if you don't know, the only Overwatch experience I ever had, you can find on this channel. One of my very early videos is me and Pancake playing during the Overwatch free weekend like 4 or 5 years ago. So that's the only time I played this game, so I'm not burnt out on it like everyone else probably is who played it a lot. So I'm having fun, but I am also very excited for Modern Warfare 2, which we've gotten a little bit of a sneak peek of with the campaign coming to pre-orders a week early. And I got a bunch of clips from it, so we're expecting some .exe videos that I've been enjoying making lately of the Modern Warfare 2 campaign. But instead of that right now, I'm going to give you a little bit of my opinion on the Modern Warfare 2 campaign. I had some hot takes on the Modern Warfare campaign if you didn't watch my content nuke on that back when Cold War came out. And honestly, I didn't like hate that campaign. I think I had a lot of good ideas, a lot of cool missions, specifically the Clean House mission that has been used by so many YouTube channels to have like actual Marines react to Call of Duty gameplay. They always pick that mission. So I was interested in how they were gonna adapt MW2 going into, I guess, the most classic Call of Duty. A lot of people's opinions would be that MW2 is the most classic Call of Duty. Some people say the COD 4, but... And I will say what they did is took everything from MW2 and make it a bit less exciting. It's just a really boring campaign overall. Nothing really interesting happens. There are some cool ideas, specifically in the mission Alone when you play as Soap and you're crafting stuff and trying to survive all of the bad guys' henchmen walking around like a cool little Mexican villa. And you're joking around with ghosts, like cracking. Like the writing in this mission is some of the best writing Call of Duty's ever had, because it really feels like a couple of old friends joking around. A lot of the fun banter involving Scottish heritage and British heritage, because in this, Ghost is a very British guy, which I don't remember him being originally, but Ghost is way more fleshed out than he's ever been before. Which is always really funny to me, because Ghost's like the most beloved character in Call of Duty of like all time, and like you really don't know anything about him other than the fact he wears a mask, which is only like one part of his character in this. So I do appreciate how much they've expanded on the characters of Price, Ghost, Soap, Gaz. All that's great, but what they're doing is just aggressively boring and lame. Like, the whole plot of this game is a couple missiles got stolen, and we get them back. Like, I do appreciate how low scale it is compared to, like, other, like, Call of Duty campaigns where it usually ends with, like, the whole world at war and, like, crazy shit happening. But at a certain extent, it's a goddamn video game, so maybe the whole world at war is kind of what we want. I mean, it's more realistic to go on a route like this, but at the same time, I kind of want to have fun. And introducing the cartel actually makes it an interesting point to have it more low-key, but we barely actually interact with them at all. Like, I think you fight actual, like, gangster, you know, cholos, like, one time. And that's one of the cooler missions when you're playing as Alejandro for the first time. Oh, I should give a shout out to Alejandro, because he's one of the coolest characters they've introduced in a long time. Way better than Alex. And sorry, even though Farah's hot, she's a lame character. And I guess her little cameo in here is fine. But Alejandro's actually a well-written character who's very interesting. So when you're playing as him and you cross the border and you're fighting like the the Mexican gangsters in that little Texas town. That is fun. But we don't get any sort of like favela type mission when you're like running through the alleys of Juarez, like random ass people and wife beaters jumping out of nowhere, got tats on their head making them look like a skull. Some sort of like Sicario type mission. No, the only mission in Mexico's we get is one where we fight the Mexican army because they're in the pocketbook of the cartel, and then 2 back-to-back AC-130 missions. Because, you know, they went through all of the classics in this game. Infinity Ward went to their best moments. Like, alright, let's put it in this game, but make them worse. Specifically with the Gahili and the Mist-esque mission. That mission is boring as sin. It is just so lame. Like, this isn't an exaggeration. The stealth in this mission is you lie prone. You do not move for like 2 minutes as the enemies walk around and then they leave in a truck. And this didn't happen once. This happens twice where you have to just leave the controller on the ground and then hope the game makes the AI leave quickly, which doesn't always happen because this mission is really broken. It's very, very buggy, and I don't think I've ever played a Call of Duty campaign that has had this many bugs. But this mission specifically has a lot of bugs, and they're all kind of related to like the AI not working in these really boring already stealth missions. So just having to sit there with the AI kind of frozen in front of you, and you're like, they're broken, and you stand up and then boom, they instantly kill you, so you have to do it again. Overall, I will say that I do enjoy it, at least for the veteran being pretty difficult and like an actual challenge, and some of the mechanics in the missions making the veteran more interesting. Specifically, I guess when going for certain trophies, like the water mission when you're jumping on the cargo ship, you have to cross the entire cargo ship just walking on crates. That was actually really fun and very challenging to do on veteran. And then obviously, if you've seen my Twitter, I've been praising the crafting mission I just mentioned, the loan with soap, where you have to go through the whole mission not firing a gun. And doing that in veteran was very fun. So there are a lot of cool, interesting ideas. It's just the scope and like the general frame of the whole thing, not really doing anything innovative. And I know I've gone past the original gameplay, so I'm just going to throw in some of the play of the games I've gotten and a little bit of other Overwatch stuff just to keep you guys' appetites exciting. But overall, it's probably like a 6 out of 10 campaign. Good ideas, really good writing. Actually, I really did enjoy, even though there's a lot of cliches, specifically with the villains. I'm looking at you, Mr. Racist Graves, who's like, correct, no. He's like Brad Pitt's character from Inglourious Basterds if they wanted to make him a bad guy. So, other than that, I think they just should have gone all in on what they obviously have planned for the future, which is Makarov and No Russian. That's the post-credit scene, is the infamous No Russian mission. They should have just gotten in that in the beginning. Like, we get the character development, like, so we appreciate the characters more. And if Ghost does eventually die like his counterpart in the original series, it'll probably hurt a lot more, which I appreciate. But are we really going to get enough more Modern Warfares, or the Call of Duty franchise going to die? That's probably not going to die. These people still make obscene amount of money, but I just don't want to wait that long. I mean, this isn't like a movie franchise. This is a goddamn video game franchise where I might get personally burnt out. It's not like I'm paying $10 for a movie ticket to go see the next installment of the franchise. Now, after the little price increase, we're paying $70 a game. It's like, I just want to get a really over-the-top campaign with good characters. We got good characters, campaigns not over-the-top at all. If anything, it's under the top. And, you know, even though I do sometimes like that, not when it comes to my campaigns. But I do promise you guys a lot of fun multiplayer content, because Ben and Bryce have already confirmed they're getting the game, so the boys are back together. Probably a lot of fun S&D content coming your way. Hope you guys are ready, because MW2 is probably going to take over the channel. For a little bit at least. So, see you guys when that happens in a little bit. Oh, and I almost forgot. I promised you in the title an OnlyFans review. Well, I have found the perfect OnlyFans for you, and it's in the description, and it is the beautiful ex of Richie, aka Mr. Offense. Hell here, hello there, okay. And you can go and support this lovely lady yourself if you go down and check out the link in the description. What a beautiful specimen of a woman. Man, salutations, my friends. I hope you guys enjoy the content.
For my life, can't say that, girl. Don't tell me you could say that shit. All she want is payback for the way I always play that shit.